Welcome back. On this video, we are going to make our character be able to swing a weapon, the weapon that we already know how to collect. So we already have our animation for the attack, and we are going to go ahead and add it here. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the animation blueprint, the one that we just created on the last video, and we are going to add a new state. So for this, takes a while. We're going to label it attack. And inside, we're going to add our attack animation. Now that that's ready, we're going to connect it from idle walk to attack. And on the transition, we're going to open that transition. We're going to add a new variable, and we are going to label this one attack. We're going to keep it as a Boolean. We're going to compile, save. Well, we have to attach it here. And we are going to make sure that this is false right here, unchecked. Okay, now compile, save. Now that we have that, now we are going to connect this attack back. We're going to create another transition rule, and this time actually on the right hand side under the details, what we have to do is we're just gonna make sure that it's automatic rule based on sequence. We're gonna compile and save. Now that takes care of the animation. Now we have to bind this attack or this animation to a key. So in my folder for the third person, which is the template that we are using, I'm going to go to input. In the input folder, we're going to have two files. Well, the folder of actions, we're going to go ahead and create a new one, a new input action. So input action. So I right clicked, then input, and then action. I'm going to call this IA underscore attack. I'm going to save all just in case. Then I'm going to go back to the input folder. I'm going to open up the IMC default. And then here we have the ones that we've already created. The last one was the run. Now we're going to add another one by clicking the plus sign right here. And you can tell that it's right here. And so what are we going to use for this new one? Oh, no, that's not the one. This is the one. We're going to select it, which is our attack. And for this, we're going to use the mouse. And we're going to use the left mouse button for the attack. And we're going to, oh, see, I was doing it under the run. Again, keeps going back that way. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So the mouse, left mouse button, and this one should be the keyboard, and that was the left shift key, left shift. Okay, now let's save. We're gonna close it. Now, we are going to add the logic in the blueprint. Now that we have our input action ready to go, we are going back to the third person character blueprint, to the event graph, and we're going to call on this input action. So we're going to search for it, IA underscore, and it was attack. So we're going to do the enhance actions, and it's right here. Now I'm going to press here. Now, from here, we want to go ahead and set up the attacking, which is here in the third person blueprint, because we also have other variables that are called attack, right? So then we're gonna use this. When we start, we're gonna set it to true. We're gonna set it, connect it, and we're gonna set it to true. We're gonna check it. And now from here, we wanna use a delay. And the delay is gonna be because our animation for the attack, it's about 4 seconds, something like that. But we're gonna try and see how it works, and we can always change it. So we're gonna select from here, and we're gonna do a delay. And the delay will just start with 2.5, 2.5 seconds, and we'll see how that goes. Now from here, of course, we have to go back again and set the attacking because the attack is done. So we're gonna set it back to false. Okay, we're gonna save for now. Now we continue with the more complicated kind of area. So we're gonna go back to the animation blueprint. And the animation blueprint in the event graph, this is what we have so far, but we have to add the next part. Now I couldn't find out a more efficient way, so I'm going to just go ahead and use a cast to third person character. And then from there, I'm still gonna keep this try get pawn owner. And from here, I'm gonna go ahead and get the player character. Now from the player character, now we can continue our stuff. But so we're gonna actually, let's see, this is done. Get movement component. Okay, so we're gonna connect this to the component movement. And try to get pawn owner. Oh, it's kind of a mess. Okay, so let's clean it up. Let's clean it up and start over. Okay. Okay, so we have this connected to this, and then of course, as third person, we're gonna go ahead and call the attacking, get the attacking that we have in our third person character. Okay. Now, from the is valid, for the input, we are going to connect the get pawn owner. Try to get pawn owner. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna lower this. From the get pawn owner, we already have it connected to the get velocity, and from the vector and to the set. Okay. Now, from the get pawn owner, we're gonna make sure that we also have a connection to the movement component, and then it goes that way. Okay. Okay. Now, after this, we can actually, from the attacking here, we are going to set it. We're going to set it. So we're gonna set the attacking. Set. Actually, there will be set the attack. This one will be the attack. And connect this to this. Compile. Save. And now, if everything is okay, our character should be able to swing or do the animation. Grab the weapon, run with the weapon, attack, attack. Notice how the animation is going, right? The animation is taking turn. We can cut that off, but it goes back to the normal pose. again, because the animation was taken from somewhere else. But this is good enough. Hopefully you can join me on the next video where we're gonna make it, you know, not move while it's attacking. Okay, see, right now we can do that. And we can move. Hey, but I've seen that even in AAA games. So let's continue this next time. Thank you for watching.